All right, so we are going to look at word problems today. I know, not our favorite thing, but we're going to try a new strategy, see if it works. Doesn't, we'll come back and figure it out. So the first thing that we are going to do is read the real world situation. Y'all keep saying, when am I going to use this in the real world? When is this going to work for me in the real world? Here you go. And we are going to box in the following information. Using these colors. Okay? So if you look to the right, you will see 4 colors. Red is going to be the coefficient. Do you know what a coefficient is? That is the number in front of a variable. The coefficient is the number next to the letter, next to the variable. Okay? Yellow, that's going to be the variable. We like to refer to that as the letter. Blue is going to be the operators. Do you know what an operator is? Plus, minus, multiply, divide. Okay, and green is going to be constants. That's going to be just the plain numbers. The numbers that have nothing next to them. Okay, the numbers that have nothing next to them. So, let's look at number 1. And we'll see how this goes. Again, if it's something that doesn't work for us, we can try a different strategy. So, it says, this week, Jamira spent a total of 100 minutes studying. This total was 20 more than 4 times the amount of minutes she studied last week. How many minutes did Jamira spend studying last week? So as I'm reading that, I don't even care about part of it. I'm going to highlight in the green because that is all of my constants, all my plain numbers in green. I can always change a color if I need to. Okay? Then I'm going to highlight all of my operators, the blue, the things that are telling me what I'm doing. So more than means plus, times means multiply. Okay? Then I need to figure out what I'm trying to find. So we are trying to find the minutes she spent studying last week. Okay? How many minutes did Jamira spend studying last week? That's kind of like our question, right? So where in that is what we're actually trying to find? Probably the minutes. So I'm going to put my variable is minutes. So I'm going to use an M. And I'm going to say that that represents the number of minutes she studied last week. Okay? Number of minutes studied last week. Now, if M is the number of minutes she studied last week, and this says 4 times that, then that means that 4 is actually going to be my coefficient. See what I mean by I don't care about the colors up front with the numbers. I can always go in and change it. Okay? So, now let's write our equation. More than means plus. 100 was my total, so I'm going to have it equal 100. And then remember, we just talked yesterday or on Monday about how when it says more than, these need to flip the direction you thought. Okay? And then we're going to just solve it like we do. Barrier, nothing to distribute, nothing to combine. So I need to do the opposite. I need to get the variables, isolate the variables. Okay, so I subtracted 20 on both sides first. Oopsies. This is supposed to be an M. That's my fault completely, y'all. It's my fault completely. So used to putting an X. Okay. And 80 divided by 4 is 20. And remember, M represented number of minutes. So this is going to be 20 minutes. Then where it says check, all that means is if you put your answer back into the problem and solve, does it work? So 4 times 20, that's 80, plus 20 is 100. Does 100 equal 100? Yes, it does. So that is my final answer. Okay? So make sure you have that. And then let's look at number 2. James earned a total of $900 last week. This total was $20 less than 4 times the amount he earned last week. How much money did James earn last week? So, again, let's start by highlighting our plain numbers, keeping in mind that even while this 4 is written, it's still a number. Okay? Then, let's do our other part. Less than. What operation is less than? Minus. Times, we've already talked about. That means multiply. How much money? So we're looking at the amount he earned. And when we're talking about amount of something earned, we're talking about amount earned. What do you think that's in? Do you think that's in minutes? Do you think that's in elephants? What do you think that's in? Money. We are all talking about our money. Okay? And then the last step, which one is our variable? The 900, the 20, or the 4? The 4. Okay? So, I have a subtraction. I have equals 900. Sorry. Remember, less than means you switch it. So we should have 4 times the amount earned minus 20 equals 900. Barrier, nothing to distribute, nothing to combine. We are going to isolate, which means we are going to do the opposite. So add 20 on both sides. Oopsies. Adding, my bad, I was subtracting. Divide by 4. And 920 divided by 4 is 230. And remember, we said that money earned was in dollar bill, y'all. So when I go to check, I am going to put 230 in where E was. That gives me 920 minus 20 equals 900. And 900 does equal 900. So we are good to go.